Hey guys, I'm pouring some coffee here. My name is Brooks, and I'm here to try out Redburn by Cornell and Deal for the first time. And yeah, I got the chart light kind of done, and so I'm gonna try to get the true light done now. Give it a go, see how it tastes, and let you know. Yeah, excuse my shaky hands. I kind of have a tremor from some too much coffee and some of the medication that I take causes that. So I get shaky hands sometimes from that. Dogs are growling and playing in the background again. The first thing I noticed, the first note I kind of got when I was lighting it was I got some chocolate from the burley. This is it's not fully developed yet. I think it's starting to kind of get it's going to change. I bet. There's some more like earthiness coming through now. I was getting a little sweetness from the Virginias. Touch of like a dark fruit flavor. Look hot. Right now. Yeah, kind of a woody, not the smell of wood burning, but the smell of wood when it's freshly cut. Kind of a woody aroma coming out now. And there's some more of the red Virginia coming through. So far, I really haven't got a lot of the. It's supposed to have Dark Fire Kentucky in it. I'm sure it does, but I just don't taste it very much. Yet, at least yet. And I think that's part of what blenders kind of struggle with, using Dark Fire in a condimental way, because it's so strong that, like, if you put some of it, it's like then it's too much, and then if you don't put enough, then it's like you don't even taste it in there because it just tastes like a burley then. So I think that's probably, it's like it's used subtly, but it's not really coming through at all to me. I definitely get burley. And the rum, the tin note is just a heavy rum smell. But I'm not tasting rum at all when I taste it, which is, I'm kind of happy about that, because it's usually, if something's tasting out really like a rum or scotch or with some kind of whiskey, it'll burn on the retrohale then, and I don't like that. So I'm kind of happy the rum is more. I think that they probably use the rum just to kind of marry everything together and kind of help it ferment while it ages. pretty enjoyable. I like it. I like it. I don't think that it really has that dark fire Kentucky burley in there. Um, so I'll read you the description on the tin here, guys. So, beginning with healthy portions of white and dark burley, blended with red and bright Virginia leaf. Redburn then incorporates a touch of spicy dark fire Kentucky, topping it with the flavors of dark rum and molasses, pressing into an old-fashioned crumble cake. I'll kind of look for the molasses now too. Yeah, I'm not gonna really be able to pick out the molasses, I think, but um, it's a pretty subtle. Molasses is kind of just a sweet, dark sweetness, you know. Like, so I'm not sure I'll really pick that out. Everything else there, that's kind of a lot of dark flavors mingling together. And the red Virginias are sweet too, so it's kind of maybe helping the red Virginias sweetness, kind of supplementing that. But I don't really pick it out by its, like, hear it or like feel it by itself. Now I just got a hint of rum. That was pretty just a hint of that. That was really refreshing. Coffee's tasting pretty good. Having a kind of like the Walmart Great Value brand coffee today. It's really good actually, and it's just right, like just the right proportions of coffee to water. Tastes just how I like it. Oh, that's something. I got a scale coming, a little digital scale, because I've been blending my own stuff a little bit here at home with tobacco. But I'll be able to also measure out my coffee that way. I can weigh it out and turn that into more of a scientific experiment than just eyeballing it. I've been doing. Yeah, the other thing I noticed, this is kind of like not a complaint or anything, but the tin art is really good on this one, but it's orange. It's not red, and in the picture online it looks like it would be red, but this is more orange to me. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but it's actually pretty orange. I don't know if that's just like it ran out of ink kind of or something, or I like the color actually more. It's just it's not red, and that's kind of ironic because it's Redburn, and you would think it'd be red. Tamp this down a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm smoking the St. Patrick's Day pipe right now, and this is this year's St. Patty's pipe. I got this down in Janesville, Wisconsin, at a pipe shop I really like to go to. Really good guy owns it, and knowledgeable staff. But this is a St. Patrick's Day 2026 X105 Peterson pipe, and it's got vulcanite stem. This one's a sandblasted finish. I really think their sandblasts look great. These Peterson sandblast. This one's kind of cool because it's like darker at the top, and then it kind of transitions down to being more red at the bottom. So it kind of looks cool, like it's when it gets more smoke residue on the top, it'll kind of just look like it should have that. The air went off, the heat turned off finally. That's always relaxing feeling when that happens, because my furnace is really loud, and it's right here in this room we're in. There's nothing, guys, ignore it. It's just the neighbors with their car. Stop. Stop. Just ignore that. We're gonna keep smoking this pipe here. You can hear it resonating off the guitar. It's just ringing like a bell. The guitar is just like, when she barks, it's just ringing like a bell. But yeah, my next door neighbor must have just got home. It's a cold, rainy day that's going to transition into being icy and snowy later. Been having a pretty good weekend. Watched some baseball. Watched my girlfriend got me the Brewers baseball games this year on MLB TV, so you gotta buy the app to do it. And I'm watching. Their games aren't on yet because it's just spring training, but I'm watching these other games, and watch some Orioles. Got the Orioles jersey right there. That's Brooks Robinson, who I'm named after, and that's from the day they retired his number at Camden Yards in Baltimore. And I watched the Orioles play the Pirates, so it's my dad's team versus my mom's current husband's team playing yesterday. And I think the Pirates won. Then I watched a little bit of some other games. Got my birthday coming up a week from today. Turning 35. I'm feeling older. I'm feeling old. I'm already, since I turned 30, you start getting the back problems and the, stuff like that. Can't believe where the time goes. It's like, I feel like I was just in high school yesterday or something, and now I'm 35 all of a sudden. So Wiley, what you doing? What you doing? Can't reach you. Can't quite reach. But yeah, let me know down in the comments field if you've tried, Redburn, and if it's, your experience with it. Let me know if your tin was orange or red. I guess I'm just kind of curious. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter a whole lot, but it's like the tin art is always interesting to me. I was thinking, since this is a music and pipes channel, I was gonna play a little guitar, but I was gonna wait till the bowl was done. But it's just, it's gonna take a while, so. Things that I'm high class. I'm low down all the while. People think that I'm crazy when I flash that Carolina smile. My pipe went out. Well, I guess we'll just call that a review for today. Oh, actually, no, hold on. I had to take a break to hit the pipes. I can't like do it all at once. But it feels good playing. I haven't played for like a couple weeks now. I usually don't finger pick that one, but I kind of like that sound of that. Just recovered that one off the deck there. It was down for the count, and about to go out, and I just recovered that. I had to really suck on it for like get it really warming up. Oh, now I'm getting some really. This is really melding together really well now. I'm tasting the fermentation more of the Virginias, and everything, I guess, whatever's fermenting. I guess the burleys probably don't ferment much they don't have much sugar, but wow, this is really coming together. I think this is kind of like, it tastes pretty much to me like Burley Flake #1, which I just have been trying recently, but without the perique. And it's a crumble cake too. I wanted to talk about that. It's a crumble cake, and you guys know how, Cornell and Deal's crumble cakes are kind of hit or miss, like we'll say. Some of them are really, they rub out too easily and they turn into like a confetti cut, and then it's not the best for me. Some of them are more, they turn into a ribbon cut, which I guess would be like this one turns more into a ribbon. But then there's also pretty good, when I rubbed it out, I got pretty good chunks. I just took the pieces that were down there at the bottom that they gave me, but when I rubbed this out, it turned into like pretty big chunks that were like, they didn't completely fall apart on their own, So I was happy about that. Because sometimes the Cornell and Deal crumble cakes just crumble. They're like disintegrating cakes. They're not really crumble cakes. And other times they're like this, and this is more how I expect a crumble cake to be. At first, when I felt the density of it, I was like, wow, that almost feels like kind of like some of the GLPs, which Cornell and Deal puts together, the GLPs plugs. But it does crumble, It's pretty. I think it's pretty enjoyable smoke. This is just my first try of it, guys. So I mean, I'm not like, this isn't my final opinion, but I'm very happy with the fermented aromas I'm getting out of it. It's like not one-dimensional. I'm not a big fan of like one-dimensional stuff usually. This one's got, I'd say, like three main dimensions to it. Like on the flavor, there's like a fermentation note, there's a sweetness, and then there's this like earthiness. And I don't really get a chocolatey. I was kind of hoping to get some chocolate out of the burley, but I'm just not getting that. Well, I'm gonna just smoke the rest of this, and I'll let you guys know if anything changes throughout the bowl, but I've gotten about halfway now, and I don't think it's gonna change much from here. But if it does, I'll put it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this one, if you've tried it, or you know, what you're smoking today, how you're doing, anything you want to put down in the comments, just let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye.